Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be taking a look at the A Ma Maniere Air Jordan 3 while you were sleeping. This is a shoe that I wanted since I first saw pictures of them for a couple of reasons. One, because I'm a little bit biased on the Air Jordan 3. It is my favorite Jordan retro silhouette. And so anytime there's a clean Air Jordan 3 colorway, it's pretty much an automatic cop if I am able to get the shoe. And second, this was kind of like a consolation prize for not being able to get the original A Ma Maniere Jordan 3, the white pair. I still look at that shoe on the secondary market every few days to see if maybe the price is going down. It's definitely dropped significantly since its initial release, but still not at the price where I want to pay that type of money for it. So hopefully it continues to go down so I'm able to secure that pair. But one thing that I was shocked about was how readily available these were and how easy they were to get. It kind of seemed like people weren't interested in this shoe, but I also think it's because they were readily available. There was a ton of pairs that released. A lot of retailers had these. And so I think with that, the resale value obviously plummeted quite a bit. It's crazy to see how the quantity of sneakers made often determines if a shoe is gonna do well or not. I personally still think this is an overall clean Air Jordan 3. And I also think that maybe because the black cement 3s are coming out in a couple of months, people kind of passed up on these. Even though there is a couple of differences on this shoe, it is very similar to that of the black cement 3. But this pair here is part of a 6-pack pair, the A Ma Maniere While You Were Sleeping pack, which includes a pair of Air Jordan 4s. There's a pair of Air Jordan 39s which have already released. We have a pair of Converses, the Air Max 95s, and the Air Force 1s. And I'm pretty sure that's all of them. After this pair, I definitely love the Air Force 1s and the Air Max 95s. Those are probably my top two after the Air Jordan 3. The Air Jordan 4 is cool, but it's probably a shoe that even if I don't manage to get, I wouldn't be that upset about it. But like I said, this is crazy how readily available these still are. And at the time of this video, they're actually going for under retail. So if you guys are looking to buy a pair of these, I'll definitely be linking that in the description box below so you guys can get a clean pair of Jordans for under retail. And I actually was able to secure these through the A Ma Maniere raffle. And honestly, if I knew they were going to be that easy to buy, I probably wouldn't have even entered the raffle and just grabbed them via the Sneakers app or another retailer, because sometimes the shipping fees that A Ma Maniere charges is a little steep. Nonetheless, I'm still glad that I have the shoe, but anytime that you can save money is always a good thing. But I think A Ma Maniere did a phenomenal job with this shoe, not just in terms of material, but all the small details that they added throughout, and including the packaging, which we'll get into a minute here. And with that being said, guys, we're just gonna get into the shoe here. So starting off with the bottom here, guys, we have your standard Air Jordan 3 outsole with your hits of that flat pewter going throughout. You have kind of like this off-white color in the center. And then you have that violet ore on the Nike branding and more of that towards the front of the shoe. As we move on to the midsole here, you kind of have like that off-white midsole going throughout, and that continues on towards the toe box and the cross stitching as well. You can see your visible air bubble there as well. And you can see that this midsole has been painted because as you look closely to the air bubble, you can kind of see the pure white kind of sticking out a bit there. And one cool thing that they did on this black panel here on the midsole is that they kind of gave like this matte textured feel to it. It almost feels like it'd be like a nubuck, but I'm pretty sure it's just like the type of paint that they used over the midsole. Just gives it a little bit more of a cooler look. As we continue on to the upper here, you have your all black leather going throughout. Real nice quality. I'm pretty sure this is the type of leather that they're gonna put on the black cement 3, hopefully, if I'm not mistaken. Just real nice tumbled quality leather. And then on the elephant print panels, we have this flat pewter suede going throughout. Just gives the shoe a nice overall look. It gives the shoe a more premium feel. Your tongue consists of this violet ore, kind of like pig suede material, I would say. It definitely has like a pig suede material quality feel to it. You also have more of that on the eyelet stays towards the top. You have your Jumpman branding in black, and then your laces are black as well. You have more of that like pig suede material towards the back here in a perforated material. Just looks real nice. And then on the back here, you have your Nike Air branding in that off-white cream color. So here's a look at the insole, guys. There's a couple of things going on here. So on the sock liner itself, we kind of have like this quilted satin material going throughout in that violet ore color. On the back of the tongue here, we have the A Ma Maniere logo etched throughout the tongue, which you last saw on the Air Jordan 5, I believe it was. And then you also have more of that material on the actual insole as well. These do come with 2 sets of laces. So the first pair here is like that violet ore color. And then the second pair is that cream color, which you typically see on most A Ma Maniere Air Jordan releases. And before we get into the shoebox here, guys, I do want to point out all the small little details that the shoe has that I absolutely love. It's a bunch of motivational quotes, which I'm always a sucker for, especially when it comes to sneakers. I think these little details definitely add a lot to the storytelling of the shoe. And so with that being said, we're just going to take a quick look at the little details here. So on the lace tips here, you have the words "work harder," which I thought was pretty cool. You flip the back of the heel tab here, you have the quote, "do something about it," which looks like it was handwritten in a silver metallic pen, which is really awesome. And then the final thing underneath the insole, you have the quote saying "while you were sleeping," which again is paying tribute to the name of the overall collection that A Ma Maniere is releasing in the next coming months. These do also come with the Nike Air hang tag, and then your A Ma Maniere branding tag as well. And last but not least, we're gonna take a look at the box here. Again, this is a very clean looking box. The overall top of it just opens up real nice. And then if you look at the top of the lid here, we have the A Ma Maniere branding. And then this lid lifts up, revealing this nice felt material on the inside of the box, which covers the shoe, but it does also include this nice tissue paper. But all this detail to me just makes the shoe that much better, and again worth the retail price of $230, which is crazy to think because you think of Jordan Retros being around $210, and you don't really get that much more outside of the shoe and its original box. Whereas this pair for $230, you obviously got a great shoe with amazing quality of materials, but then you get a cool box like that, and it just to me makes it worth that price point. But let me know in the comment box below if you guys feel different. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Like I said, just wanted to give you guys a quick look at the A Ma Maniere Air Jordan 3 while you were sleeping. Again, this to me is one of the cleanest shoes of this year, a shoe that I've been waiting a while for, and a shoe that I'm glad was pretty readily available and easy to grab for anyone that wanted to get a pair. Again, to me, it's not always about the resale value. That to me doesn't really matter. As long as I like the shoe, that's what matters to me at the end of the day. But yeah, let me know what your overall thoughts are on these, guys. Is this a clean shoe or not? Is this a shoe that you guys were waiting for, or was it an easy pass? Let me know in the comment box below what pair you guys are looking forward to from the while you were sleeping pack. If it's not the Air Jordan 3, what pair is it? But like always, guys, thanks for your support. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.